A new data point has emerged this week to support the common perception that men just aren't funny. Trevor Noah, the comedian who was chosen to replace Jon Stewart on The Daily Show, has in the recent past tweeted some very unfunny tweets. Now, before some of you men out there start getting offended, please note that my first sentence was an ironic comment on the actual fallacious misperception that the entire female gender is not funny. That perception being put out there by people like Christopher Hitchens. Of course, now me having to explain that joke to you is another data point that, you know what, I don't even know if I'm being ironic or not. Anyway, to figure out whether or not Noah is a good fit for The Daily Show, some people took it upon themselves to sort through his tweets, and what they found were some tweets that could be considered sexist or anti-Semitic, like, oh yeah, the weekend, people are going to get drunk and think that I'm sexy, fat chicks everywhere. Or, behind every successful rap billionaire is a double as rich Jewish man, hashtag Beats by Dreidel. And then, of course, there's the great combo of both sexism and anti-Semitism in this tweet about how some sports person doesn't go down easily, just like Jewish chicks. And before you atheist men's rights activists who hate watch my videos start slapping your keyboards to comment about how women and Jews are so sensitive, you should note that he also had some choice tweets about atheists, like, without God, atheists wouldn't exist. And so Christopher Hitchens wrote a book that atheists live by. They worship him and believe in his teachings. Hashtag we all need a God. As is usual in cases like this, there are a lot of people arguing whether or not these tweets are bigoted. But what seems to be lost in these arguments is the simple fact that all of these tweets absolutely are definitely not jokes. I should note that Noah has claimed he's changed a lot in the 3 or so years since he's tweeted some of these, which makes the rest of us have to wonder, how long does it take a hack comedian to turn into a good comedian? We may never know. A lot of people feel bad for Noah because, after all, what comedian hasn't made 1 or 2 bigoted tweets in his life? And that's why I'm actually one of the people who is not agitating for him to be fired from The Daily Show. Because it's true. What hack comedian doesn't make sexist or racist jokes on Twitter? That's the problem. Not just Trevor Noah, but the fact that we have an entire culture of shitty hack comedy where people still think today that it is edgy and cool to make really bad jokes about marginalized people. So yeah, Trevor Noah isn't the problem. A million Trevor Noahs is the problem. But for those of you who are worried that The Daily Show isn't going to survive this, just remember that it already survived Craig Kilborn, a man whose funniest act was actually a fictitious Onion headline about him showing up drunk and homeless at the Sports Center headquarters, and who non-fictitiously drove the female co-creator of The Daily Show away by giving an interview in which he said that she would give him a blowjob if he asked her to. So maybe we didn't get another Jon Stewart. Maybe we got another Craig Kilborn. But that's not so bad because he didn't last very long, and so maybe this guy won't either if he's that bad. Or if he does last long and he is that bad, we all just switch over to HBO and continue watching John Oliver's much better show.